Hello students, welcome to geometry. For those of you that are returning students, welcome to the second semester, 208B. For those of you that are just joining us at Kava, welcome to geometry. Here is the geometry team of teachers. We have here Miss Song, Miss Halverson, Miss Zier, Miss Hendricks, Mr. Toslin, and that's me up there, Mrs. Hathaway. Again, this is our geometry team, but remember that just one of these teachers will be yours, so you'll need to know who that particular teacher is. You'll need to reach out to them via email. You'll be getting emails from them and needing to communicate with them and attending live sessions with them. And I'm going to show you in just a minute how you can find out who your teacher is. So let's look at a couple of things in the course, the important things that we need for you to focus on. So these are the major areas that we want you attending to. The plan is like the course calendar, and this is what it looks like right when you land on your landing page. Of course, it will say 208B instead of A. Content is how you access all the material, quizzes and tests, the lessons. Grades, I want you to always look at this grades tab so that you can constantly be updated on what you've been scored for. So any computer graded assessment automatically appears in your grades tab. Anything that you need to complete will have a 0 by it. So it's very important that you're always checking the grades tab. And then of course the progress tab can show you as well how you're doing. In the course materials and overview, you have several things. So go to content when you enter your course, and then go to course materials, and then click on resources. And this is very important, especially in those first few weeks when you're just getting settled into your class, that you're checking this out, because the syllabus is right here, and that will have your teacher's contact information and name on it. The teacher contact information, you just click on that, and that will tell you who your teacher is, what their email is, what their phone number is. And then you will also see a live session schedule here, and we're going to talk more about live classes. But so many students say, I don't know when I'm supposed to attend, I don't know what time, when, who's my teacher. It's all under here. So again, it's under content, course materials, and resources. Next is the calendar, and let me just go back. The calendar equals class plan. So again, if we were on that landing page, plan is the calendar. So if you don't know what to do for the day, or you need to look ahead or look back, you click on the plan, and then you can, oh, my little thing got moved there. You can click on this. If it's showing all calendars, we would really prefer that you change it to just your geometry class when you're in your geometry class, just your history class when you're in your history class, etc. So that you only have geometry going on here. And I like the month view so that it can show everything. And then you see all the quizzes and tests that are laid out. You know what is due and when it's expected. So it's very important that you're checking the class plan and you know what's going on each day. Okay, so those are just some of the things that you need to look at when you're in the course. But if you're new to Kava, feel free to get in there and just start playing around with it, going through the content, seeing what the lessons look like. You flip through each slide, so you really need to play around with it. Now let's talk about assignments. So, what are you going to be graded for? What is it in geometry that we get our grades for? Well, first of all, there are just about quizzes every single day. So you have the daily quizzes. You have the unit test, and those are usually worth a lot of points, usually around 36 points. So it's very important that you're taking those big unit tests. Part 2 tests are also known as the teacher graded assignments, and those are the ones that you handwrite and you put them in the Dropbox. Then we also have 2 interim assessments in the geometry course and a final exam. So these are the major things that you're graded for. Again, depending on your teacher, you may have a little bit more of a part 2 test, but they will let you know. So it's always important to check the announcements. Okay? Did I go over the announcements? I'm sorry, I didn't. Class announcements. So we need to make sure that you're always reading. Class announcements will be down here in this area. And so we need to make sure that you're always reading the announcements. Just after being here at Kava for many years, I get emails still on a daily basis of, asking this or that question, and the answers are always in the announcements. So it's super important that you're reading those and keeping up to date on what's going on in your classroom each week. Okay? Live session requirements. So those of you that are returning this semester from Kava, it's going to be the same thing that you had last semester. You're still, if you're a guided student, you still have to attend the classes. They are all required. If you're an independent student, it's up to your teacher whether they're requiring it or not. So you will check with each individual teacher. They will let you know in their welcome email. They're going to post it in the announcement. And where else did I say you could find your live session requirements? Remember, it was under course materials and resources. There's a live session schedule in there. If you don't see that, make sure you contact your teacher. So you're going to need to check your welcome email again in your announcements, and they're going to let you know your live session schedule. And remember, it varies which campus you're in and which path you're in, whether you're guided or independent. So again, you'll need to check with your individual teacher. And again, all sessions are required for guided students. You must attend live. Recordings will not give you attendance credit, but we do want you to watch those recordings, and then independent students check with your teachers. So if you did not attend live, please make sure that you are watching those recordings. You will go back to your Class Connect schedule and act like you are attending the class. So you can go back to any given day and act like you're attending the class, and the recording will pop up instead. Teachers walk you through the problems that you need to know for the quizzes and tests. This is new Common Core curriculum, and it's tough. So we provide you help in your live sessions by letting you know what's on your quizzes and tests and helping you. So if you're struggling, you always need to ask yourself, if you've watched the recording, and watch it again. Take notes. These are very important. Due dates. So we have a new due date policy again. Those of you that are returning, we're going to have a due date again, this time at the end of quarter 3, which is April 13th, 2017. So look at once again, you'll want to read your emails, read your announcements so that you know what is due when quarter 3 hits. And you will only have until quarter 3 for that. The first day of the semester is February 1st, 2017. So that's when you'll want to log in and get started. The teacher graded deadline for all work at the very end of the semester is the 13th of June. Then your very, very, very last day to submit all computer graded work and take your math final is June 16th of 2017. That is the last day of the semester. Okay? So again, we as your teachers will constantly email you and post announcements about deadlines so that you are very much aware. First live session. So most of your teachers will be starting on February 2nd. And once again, this is something else that you need to be checking your announcements in the course. As soon as you have access, you'll log in and you'll check your announcements to know when you're going to meet with your teacher that first day. Check your email. Remember, it will be scheduled on your Class Connect schedule, so you will see it here somewhere on your Class Connect schedule for that first week. Remember, school for the second semester starts on February 1st. Any late starting students, you will be called Cohort 2 students, and you will not be starting on February 1st, but you'll be starting soon after that with us. But the same information applies to any late starting students. Okay? Second semester, we've got this. All right. Thank you for watching this. Of course, let your teacher know if you have any questions or you need anything whatsoever, and we all look forward to working with you.